Governor, thanks for making time for us this week. What's your next move here?
Well, we'll be meeting this next week, but I have to put this in context. The emergency rules take a long time, and it's a very arcane process. So it'll be weeks before, at least 2 weeks before something's done. But I also have to tell you, and it was a friendly conversation, but the leaders told me quite specifically that they're not going to entertain any restrictions or anything that would change the present situation where we have multiple counties and multiple municipalities. So, you know, I know there's this feeling that there's going to be this grand bargain found, but I don't see that happening. Maybe we can come up with some things that can be helpful, but they said no restrictions. So, for example, if we decided, you know, we don't want 50 people in a small office, that's probably a bad idea. But that is off limits, and they control this process. I mean, at the end of the day, the committee that reviews these rules, obviously the majority there, and if we put anything in that kind of violates those couple of things that I just mentioned, they'll be tossed out. So I just want to make sure people understand there's no grand bargain that's going to be found out of this process.
What do you think will come out of this rulemaking then, considering it is a long process, and by the time that happens, your statewide order would have been up anyway?
Yeah, well, we may find ways to think through how we communicate around a surge, for example, if that happens, or how that looks. But as far as us agreeing to them agreeing to any kind of restrictions, they said that's not going to happen. So that's that. You know, the Supreme Court set the stage, and our state is now open, and hopefully the goodwill of the people of the state will prevail. We are hoping that people still, when they're not out and about, that they stay at home as much as possible. That has saved lives, and we think that's still a bona fide thing to do.
I know you have concerns with the state being open. Have you considered having everyone in Wisconsin wear a mask?
We have no ability to require anything at this point in time. The Supreme Court made that abundantly clear. So yes, I think masks are a good idea, but requiring them is not something we can do. So our guidelines that are on the WEDC, Economic Development Corporation website, are what we're hoping that people will follow.
What will you ask for from Republicans then when you meet this week?
Well, we'll have a conversation about, my guess is, what's going to happen if there's a surge, what sort of things that we can accomplish together around that. But, you know, the basic core here is that the Supreme Court made a significant change in what's going on in the state. We have 72 county, it looks like, and even more, you know, counting municipalities that are very confusing. And, you know, I go back to a conversation I had with business leaders way long time ago when this first started, saying people in Wisconsin have to feel safe and about their health and feel confident about their health, because if they're not going to be good customers or consumers, and they're not going to be good workers. Well, we have confusion right now, and my goal is to frankly focus on several things. One is people can still stay safe at home. There is nothing illegal about staying safe at home. Second of all, we're going to continue the testing. We're going to continue the contact tracing. We're going to continue making sure that we have enough equipment for our frontline workers. That's what we can accomplish, and that's what we're going to continue working on.
Some state senators have called for DHS Secretary designee Andrea Palm to be fired. What's your level of concern that Republicans won't confirm her?
Well, I think people need to get by this point in time and then make up their minds around that. She's done a great job. She's a consummate professional. Her staff have been working 24/7 on this issue. So to say that she's incapable or incompetent is just a lie. I mean, if we wanted to make sure that politicians have that same standard, we'd be better off. Andrea Palm is a consummate professional. That's what we need at this point in time.
What would it be like to lose her during this time?
It'd be idiotic. It'd be chaotic, and things are pretty chaotic already. I prefer that they not become more chaotic.
What do you think will happen with the number of cases now that the state's opening up?
Well, it can't go anywhere but up. I mean, we are now bringing people. My goal as with the Badger Bounce Back was to slowly and methodically and safely open the business community, which is exactly what we are doing. As you remember, a few weeks ago, we allowed small businesses to open and compete back in the free market as they could. And frankly, on May 1st, Robin Vos sent me a letter saying he's looking forward to slowly and methodically and safely opening up businesses in the state. Well, the Supreme Court has changed that, and that people just cannot avoid that issue, is that the Supreme Court made a decision that wasn't based on the law or precedent, and as a result, we have a fair amount of chaos in the state.
And I mean, we've been sort of in this pattern for about 2 months now. So I'd say most of us know the CDC guidelines in terms of washing our hands, wearing a mask, staying 6 feet. Businesses are sending out emails saying they plan to be extremely cautious. So why still the concern as things open up?
Well, first of all, there's different rules by different counties. Dane County has a rule that would not permit some businesses to open. And then it's going to be different conversations with people across the street, depending on what county or municipality they're in. I get it. You are absolutely right. I have supreme confidence in the people of Wisconsin and the business owners in Wisconsin. We can get through this, but if we see more symbols, as we saw the opening night when the Tavern League told their people to open up, and there were places that had 50, 60 people with no masks and standing right next to each other, that's a problem. That's a guarantee that we're going to have more cases. That's the way the virus works.
And I'm curious, Governor. So we've talked about this before in person. You're a cancer survivor. You and Mrs. Evers are older than 65. What's your concern for your health?
Oh, we are both essentially confined to the executive residence, except for when I do something at the Capitol. So we are so confined. It's scary. We are both healthy. We're not interacting when we are out. We don't go out and about. We're pretty much only with people that are also self-isolating. We'll wear masks, and we feel we're doing fine.
And these conversations seem to center around health and safety and then the economy. So I want to make sure to ask you about the economy because, as you know, Wisconsinites are really struggling right now. I mean, since March 15th, more than 518,000 Wisconsinites have filed unemployment applications. Last month, tax collections were down $870 million. So what types of discussions are you making sure that Wisconsin and the people of Wisconsin survive this financially?
Right, and that's why we wanted to get to a point. I know it's tiring to hear about this, but this contact tracing and the testing is so important to the state. If we're getting to a place where we can isolate a virus instead of isolating a bunch of people, that's where we need to be as a state. We're going to have something going on here, but that always will be until we get a vaccine. But our public health system has gone from almost nothing to a significant improvement. We can continue to do that. We will be in a better place, not only health-wise, but also we're going to have a better place economically. We'll rebound for this. We're actually beginning to rebound. I've seen some data recently that shows that things are headed in the right direction, but we've got a long way to go. We need to get those businesses open. We have to make sure that they're following guidelines, and I'm very, very supportive of that. But I have confidence that with people staying at home as often as they can, making sure that they're doing all the hygiene things and distancing things, and us working hard around the issue of testing and contact tracing, we can beat this.
Governor, last question. How long do you think it will take Wisconsin to get back to where we were before in terms of that low unemployment rate?
Oh, it'll take some time. It certainly won't be by the end of June. I would say it's going to be half a year or more, and most economists talk about it in terms of a full year. The new normal is not going to look like the old normal, and we just have to accept that. Once we get the vaccine, we'll be in a much better place, but it will take some time.
Okay, Governor, this is an ongoing process, so we hope to see you again here on Upfront soon. Thanks a lot,
Adrian. Take care.